have to be real honest about why a lot of people, you feel me, feel the way that they feel when it comes to me, you feel me? For one, I'm a young woman, you feel me? And I don't take a lot of shit, you feel me, from people, especially the shit that I've been through in my life, you understand? And not only that, it's the fact that people don't expect certain people, like when you grow up in a family dynamic that expect you to be the same just as much as they are, but you just might be a little bit different, slightly a little bit different from them, and they expect you to be just like them. They despise you for that because it's like, oh, you think you're better than us. In all reality, in your mind, you're not thinking like that. You understand? You're not thinking like, oh, the mindset that they have, like, oh, you think you better than us because you think that you know, you don't do what we do or raise how we was raised. So you think by you walking out and doing your own shit that you better than somebody. In all reality, it's not even that. It's just you got fucking tired of putting up with the same shit and people not respecting you, especially crossing your boundaries, thinking that you're going, you feel me, because you're going to settle for less. And because you're not that way, people despise you with that. People think that you cocky-headed. People think that you egotistical. People think that you're very prideful when it's not even that. You just been through a lot of stuff, but people on the outside don't see that. People on the outside look at you and think that you better than somebody, or they don't even know the full story, but they come up with their own story. From the family, the family side will come up with their story as to why you are the way you are, and because you found your way or you found a way to walk away from that, they despise you and try to make you feel like you less than or make you feel like you're not wanted because you're not like them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just came across a video and I was just like, yo, it really made me think. Like, I realized that certain people, they stay with their partners for a very long time, you feel me? And they put up with the abuse, they put up with the toxic dynamic, like, you feel me? And that's what a lot of these parents are used to nowadays in this world. Like, they used to being in relationships and dealing with their man just because they think that's love and stuff like that. They think that being in a relationship and being in a toxic relationship is healthy. When that shit been better than them for so fucking long. That type of behavior been going on for generations and generations and generations and generations. In their mind, they don't see nothing wrong with it because it's been happening constantly, 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 constantly. You feel me? And then when they see somebody that doesn't do it, it probably shocks them and make them feel some type of way. Like, wait, hold the fuck on. Who the fuck you think you is? But they not seeing it from a different point of view. They're not open-minded, you understand? They're not trying to be open-minded and try to see it from a different point of view. They looking at it from their lens and they understand it. They can only but go so far with they understanding, you feel me? And it's crazy because it's like, in your mind, all you trying to do is take care of your business. If nobody respect you and love you like you're supposed to, why would you stay in a relationship that you're not being respected in? But you call that love. You get what I'm saying? But because you know better, you do better, right? So what's wrong with a person knowing better and doing better? You get what I'm saying? Why must you punish somebody for just walking away and doing better for themselves? Or feel like you gotta despise somebody? I'm talking about family-wise. Like, feel like you gotta despise somebody because they walking away out of a situation that wasn't healthy for them. That was literally draining them from their fucking own energy and making them feel sick. And going through all toxicity after toxicity after toxicity, they can't find what the fuck they looking for. Now, I do understand that no relationship is perfect. But if a motherfucker does not respect you or your children, then what are you supposed to do in that situation? How do you stay in a situation where you're not being valued or loved or respected in no type of way, shape, or form? Especially if you've been dealing with abuse all your motherfucking life as a child growing up. And then you decided one day that you wasn't going to deal with that because it's too toxic. You've been going through it forever. I get it if it was just temporary, you feel me? Like, maybe you had a great upbringing and then you just maybe came across a relationship that was, toxic. And then that would have been your experience. You would have been able, to go through that because you would have to learn from it. So you would have probably wouldn't know what it felt like because you had a good upbringing. You feel me? But if you was already dealing with that since a child and up until your adult years, what the fuck is you supposed to do? How the fuck you supposed to? I don't get it. You get what I'm saying? What you supposed to do in that situation, man? But then you want to call somebody sensitive. You want to call somebody, oh, they're too emotional, all this, that, and the third. No, it's not that. Just because somebody's used to a certain behavior and they grew up in a certain type of situation doesn't always necessarily mean that somebody's going to want that for themselves. And why is it bad for them walking away and finding something that's good for them? Although nobody's perfect, and this person's not asking for nobody perfect, but to still have some type of respect and boundaries for how they feel. And if you can't meet them where they at, then what's wrong with them being alone or walking away from the situation? If your motives was not even, your intentions wasn't on planning on being with this person for real, or even respecting them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's crazy.